All right, let's jump right in. If you've ever been part of a fast-growing company, you know the pressure of volume hiring. It's this high-stakes game where you need to bring in dozens, maybe even hundreds of new people, and you need to do it fast. But what happens when all that speed comes with a massive hidden cost? That's what we're going to break down today.
I love this line, especially that one word, quietly. Think about it. When a product launch bombs, it's loud, right? Everybody knows. Missed sales target, super loud. But a broken hiring process? Man, that's a whole different story. It doesn't make a big noise. Instead, it's this silent drain on your money, your morale, and all your momentum. It's the kind of failure that just whispers down the hallways long after that hiring blitz is supposedly over.
Okay, so let's dig into what this quiet failure really is. At its heart, it's this constant battle, this tug-of-war between the need for speed and the need for quality. When the pressure's on to fill seats, it is so tempting to cut a few corners. But here's the kicker. Those little time savers, they end up costing you way more in the long run.
And how does this cost actually show up? Well, it looks a lot like something I'm sure many of you have seen before, the classic revolving door. You feel like you're just constantly hiring for the same positions. You bring people in, you train them up, and poof, a few months later, they're gone. It's like you're on a hamster wheel, right? Just running and running, but getting absolutely nowhere.
This really just nails the whole cycle. Let's run through it fast. Step 1, shortlisted fast. A quick glance at a resume. Step 2, joined fast. Rush through the interviews, get them in the door because you need a body in that seat. And the result? You guessed it. Step 3, exited, even faster. Why? Because the fit was never right to begin with. That's not progress, folks. That is just churn.
So, you gotta ask, why? Why does this destructive cycle keep happening in so many companies? Is the problem that we're trying to grow too fast? Or is it something else, something deeper about how we're trying to grow? Let's get to the real diagnosis.
And here's the thing. The diagnosis has nothing to do with the goal. It's all about the method. It really boils down to this. Are you taking a shortcut or are you building to scale? Because they might look similar from a distance, but trust me, one is just a Band-Aid and the other is the foundation for your whole house.
Let's just break this down. On one side, you've got the trap, shortcuts. Everything is driven by urgency. The only thing that matters is speed, speed, speed. And what do you get? People leaving left and right, high turnover. Now, on the other side, you've got the real goal, scale. This isn't about urgency, it's about systems. It's focused on quality, on getting the right person for the job. And the result there? People who actually stick around. Retention. Real, sustainable growth.
So here's the big takeaway from that. Your ambition to grow, that wasn't the problem at all. Wanting to scale is a good thing. The failure was in the how. It was choosing the easy shortcut of fast over the smart system of quality. It sounds simple, but man, it's a profound difference.
Okay, so we've diagnosed the disease. Now, what's the cure? How do we actually break this cycle? It all comes down to a really fundamental shift in how you think about hiring. We have to move away from that frantic, reactive mindset and get into a proactive, system-driven one.
And this right here, this is the key that unlocks the whole thing. Real volume hiring, the kind that actually works, isn't about being panicked. It's about being methodical. It's about having a solid process, a system that's built to handle a ton of candidates without ever dropping the ball on quality. Think of it this way. Urgency just creates chaos, but a good system, that creates capacity.
So what do we want you to walk away with? It's this. Building a solid, repeatable hiring system isn't some luxury. It's not a nice-to-have that you'll get to when things slow down. Nope. It is the absolute engine of your growth. Putting in that work up front to build the system, my goodness, it pays you back tenfold. You get better attention, better performance, and a culture that people actually want to be a part of.
And that brings us to the final question, and it's one I really want you to think about. Take an honest look at how you hire. Is it just a bunch of shortcuts, a mad dash to get bodies in seats? Or is it a real system, a thoughtful process designed to build a team that's going to stick around and thrive? Because really, the answer to that question tells you pretty much everything you need to know about where your company is headed.